Hello everybody, it's Carol here. And I was wondering, have you ever felt this tug of having to make a choice between moving through your grief or choosing to stay in grief? You know, it's really difficult, isn't it, when you're grieving? You feel like you're in this grief and that perhaps if you move in a forward direction back towards life, that you're dishonoring your loved one. And I would say that you're not. I don't think you have to choose between grieving and moving through grief. I think it can be a thing that coexists. We can grieve and it's a big and, we can have moments of joy and we can take a step towards life again. Then we can fall back into our grief. And then we take another step forwards. It is not an either or. And I think so often when we're in grief, we think, well, I'm either grieving or I'm not. And I don't think that's the case. The reason I don't think that's the case is because I think grief will travel along with you always. So the trick is we have to learn, how do we grieve? How do we honor our loved ones? How do we honor that relationship? And how do we move forward? How do we re-engage with life? How do we reintegrate ourselves into life while integrating grief into who we are? And I think that's the important thing. Don't think it is an either or. I'm grieving so I can't smile. I'm grieving so I can't be happy. I'm grieving so it would be wrong for me to go out and have fun. No. You don't have to make it an either or. I really want you to sit with this and think about, I can grieve and somebody can make me laugh, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that I'm not grieving. It doesn't mean that I don't love the person that I've lost. You'll always love the person you've lost. That's the whole thing about grief and love. Similar, right? You love them. They're gone. That's grieving. And that doesn't go away. It changes, it softens, hopefully for you. It certainly has for me. But it's never an either or. You don't have to only grieve and never feel joy again. You can move forward. You can change life and how you're integrating yourself back to life. But it isn't an either or. So I hope that's helpful for you. I just think sometimes people get stuck that they, in their grief, thinking they can't move away from it. You bring it with you. And when you bring it with you, it allows you to live as well as grieve. And isn't that what we have to do? We have to live and allow the grief.